What's going on, everybody? Hey, I don't even know why. Sometimes I just sit around and wait for the clock to tick down. I don't know who all is going right now. I think Wrench is going, and maybe like Flying Arrow. I didn't see Cape Cod on tonight, so I figured I would just go ahead and let's hit the button, right? Let's just go ahead and get started a little bit early today. Um, so tonight's going to be. That was great. Hang on a second. Okay. Whoa. So tonight's going to be it's going to be a lot of different things that we're going to talk about. We're going to talk about Monday. We had some we had some you know thoughts from Monday's live that carried over in today. We're going to talk about last week's giveaway, um, how that all turned out for everybody involved. Got some more announcements about that are going to be really cool. If I can pull it off, it's going to be even cooler. I hope so. I'm going to try really hard to pull off what we want to do with that whole deal. And we're going to go through tonight, and to break up the monotony of me running my mouth for an hour and 15 minutes straight, we're going to talk about not necessarily your best find or your favorite find, but your oldest find. And some people don't like their oldest find, so they send their most favorite finds. And that's okay too. I was looking for old. I will share some of my older stuff today as well. And you know what? We're going to go through tonight, and we're going to have an absolute, very chill time tonight. Hopefully, hopefully it rolls through really smooth, and we can go through and have a good time. But we got a lot of good submissions for finds, some great photographs. One or two of those great photographs I took. So really happy for that. And we're going to blow through tonight and go through all of that stuff. Early on today, one of our submissions tonight, Mr. Randy Riddle, with Riddle's Relics, is here. Has a very excellent find that he's going to start us off with here in just a little while. Also, I want to say that there's a few extra things that happened with the giveaway last week, and I will talk about them, or the week before, I should say. I will talk about them in full. But Randy was very instrumental in helping that giveaway go off really well. So thank you again, sir. I appreciate it. Mr. Rick Hay is in the house tonight. I think Angie cut him a break and let him get on the computer for a few minutes by himself. So I'll say hi to Rick before she kicks him off. My homeboy J. Paul, what's up, brother? Nice to see you. Glad you can make it in. So Johnny Small Pepper's here. If you didn't see it, I believe it was Tuesday night, Johnny and Pappy the Pod Destroyer decided to indulge in a couple of these peppers. And I think Johnny got some mystery pepper, but Pappy got a hold of something that wasn't humanly. It wasn't made for humans to consume. I think it about killed the poor man. I want you guys to go check out that video. My peppers are growing very well, and I'm going to jump on one of Johnny's. I'm going to jump on Johnny's live, and I'm going to eat something that I grew out of my garden, which usually are pretty dang hot. I saw a new name come in here. I'll get to you in a second, but Little Dixie Diggers, welcome into the chat. I will make you a moderator. Please feel free to share your channel. Steven's Single-Handed Jewelry and More. What's up, Mr. Stark? How are you, sir? Good to see you. Papa Rouse, Mr. Bill, also a big contributor to the giveaway here recently. Thank you, sir. Johnny says when you come in, please share the live stream out. Share it to whatever audience you prefer. You can hit Facebook. You can hit Instagram. You can send it. You can share it to your own community tab. Also, just so everybody knows, we are running on Facebook tonight, and there you go. But also smash that like. We always talk about that. That is the most important thing you can do for me. I like it. It helps me. I'm trying to figure out how to grow these live streams into a viable uh, individual form of creation for YouTube to where it works out. That's why I play with the vertical and why I'm playing with the lives more in general right now. Also, just so you know, and I'm not asking for them, but they do have on the vertical live streams, they have like little micro transactions that's considered gifts. And I've been playing with that feature as well. They don't cost whatever. I mean, you can buy whatever you want. I still haven't figured the whole thing out yet, but it's part of a bonus that they had put out there for creators this summer to run vertical live. So what the heck, try it. Hopefully we can build a new audience and have a little bit of fun with it. Let's see. Yeah, he was hurting, bro. I felt bad when I watched it, and it did just keep getting worse. And thank you for the share. I do appreciate that. And I go back and I look at those, especially on Mondays. If you share it out on Monday, you're my hero. Kevin Hawthorne, what's up, buddy? Good to see you. Silver Wishes, how have you been? Nice to see you. Hopefully all is well. I'm going to blow. I started a little early, so that's cool. Torchy's in the house. Got news from Miss Torchy here shortly. Little Penny Coins, thank you very much. Let's see who else is in here. Bad Idea Lab. Oh, it's a flying arrow raid. Thank you, Joe. You know I appreciate you guys. Thank you guys very much. Flying Arrow, he doesn't come on every week, but he does like an 8:00 Thursday night raid or live stream. It's kind of a hit and miss who's on, so I lose track. James Eller's in the house. What's up, buddy? Nice to see you. I saw you're saying hello to Amanda, but I must have went over her. Amanda's just chilling. How are you doing, my dear? Thank you very much. Indiana Unearthed. What's up, Adam? Adam is locked in and ready to go. Next Monday is going to be a full primetime event for Monday Digs. It might be so full that I might just sit back and moderate it. That's how full it's going to be. Marty Verstal, Digging with Marty. What's up, brother? Nice to see you. Dang, man. I love it. It says you're saying hi to the same people every week, mostly, but man, the ones that show up, I'm glad to see. Super stoked to see. Brian Olier, thank you, Brian. Brian always helps out with the Monday Dig shares on Facebook. I appreciate that very much. Mystic is in the house. How are you doing, sir? Good to see you. Happy Bears, welcome. Dropped and Forgotten. Hey, Jeff, that was about a year ago, so you really did good there. Jeff came in and was like, I can't comment on a Thirsty Thursday video. And the one he hit was like a year old. So let's see. There is Show Me Treasure, Mr. Chris right there. Good to see you, my friend. I hope you're well. Let me know when I can get some more marbles whenever you get back into that jam, because that was some of the best lives that I had was after purchasing a bunch of your marbles and then doing them as giveaways. Had a blast with that. Anytime. 5 Mile Relic Hunter, welcome. Thank you very much. There's Angie. She kicked Rick off the computer. Tonight's going to be a good night. Yep, tonight's going to be a good night. I don't get me singing, because I'll start singing and you guys will hate that. Bud Files in the house. What's up, guys? Thank you, guys. Ultimate supporters of a lot of channels. They get around. Happy Thirsty Thursday, Orbs. Yeah, play some Phasmo. Good to see you, Wayne. Thank you so much for your contribution to the giveaway here recently. Going to talk about that first when we get to the bottom of the chat, because that's the best news of the day, honestly. Luis Villarreal, what's happening, bro? Good to see you. Thank you very much. Tesla Forever. There it is. There's a Rob channel for sure. Yodi's Finds, what's up? Thank you very much. I appreciate you all. Let's see. And there's the FL Thunder. Yep. And then let's go a little faster here to get to the bottom so I don't miss out. Welcome in from Missouri, Little Dixie Diggers. I'm glad to meet you. Thank you for stopping by. I gave you a moderator status, so please drop your channel link. Anybody in the chat today, be sure to stop by and meet and say hello to Little Dixie Diggers. Give them a subscription. Also, click on a video, leave a comment. That is the way we do things around here. That way, that subscription sticks. You guys chat so fast. County seat, Ken and T, welcome. Thank you guys. Let's see. Easy digging. What's up, Ezra? Thank you, bro. Adam says 195 subs away from 2K. That's awesome, dude. You guys have done super well. Oh, I got you, James. I'll get to that in a second. I'm going to go a little faster here. Ronnie, welcome, sir. There's an Amanda right there. I didn't get to click on her earlier, but there she be. There she be. And you are so welcome. We love it when new treasure hunters show up in here. We're on the random. So make sure you share yourself out, and hopefully you will find some new friends in here tonight to share finds with and communicate. Cavalry Relics. There's Mr. Chris right there. Thank you for your service. I appreciate you. Nice to see you every once in a while, too. Thank you very, very much. There's Miss Wendy, Indiana Unearthed, as well. That's a great duo there. Really helping to solidify Monday Digs again. Not that we had any trouble, but having extra creators come in and where everybody doesn't feel like they're as pressured every week and they can sit back a week and I've always got enough to fill the night out makes a very nice laid back atmosphere. And Indiana Unearthed has put forth some really solid content to shore up the back end since everybody's been kind of moving around lately. What is up, Mr. Mark Trailer? Also, feel free to go to the Ohio River History Facebook page. Like it and follow. I'll take any growth I can get over there. I don't get a chance, but I have all the content set up that I'm going to post there. I just haven't posted it there. I'm trying to build it up a little bit first. TJ, what's up? Listening while working. I can relate to that. I work so much that I will sneak in and listen to Grandma Kelly sometimes and a few others. Don't want to, not all the time, but I try to get in. Rob on Sundays for sure when I can. Sometimes it's tough. I work a lot, so I get it. There's Mark, the senile detectorist. Talk a little bit about Mark here shortly. Thank you, brother, for being here. Thank you for today. Miss Robin, hello. Thank you very much for the share. I appreciate it. If I'm gonna broadcast on both, I ought to try to grow both just a little. And just be mindful that we are on the vertical, and sometimes you get unruly folks come through there. You can close it and shut it down really fast if you like. Luis says 32 number on likes. Thank you very much. Jim Steele, welcome. Good to see you. Rob with a blanket hello for a lot of folks. Let's see, how far are we down here? We're getting close. Getting close. Little Dixie says, I've been itching to go metal detecting. Been either so hot or raining. Ditto. I'm just a little bit further east, so same difference. J. Paul, no, I have not as of yet. I will look tomorrow. Thank you, Randy. Randy subbed The Little Dixie Diggers, thank you. Ferris Group, welcome. That's no problem, man. The number one thing in here is to make new folks feel welcome. So I appreciate you being here, and we want you to come back, and hopefully you find some love in this group, because there's a great group of people in here. Let's see, Muscle Shell, been a minute, brother. Thank you so much. Don't see you very often on the live stream kick anymore, but thank you for stopping by. Muscle Shell has been here the whole time that I've been streaming, and that is saying something, because now it's been a long time that I've been on the streams. One of these nights I'm going to pull out, because I've got them all turned off. One of these nights I will pull out one of my original streams and let you see what it looked like when I did this. Golly, 5-6 years ago that I was streaming to start with. Crazy. Had a lot of personal stuff going on. I apologize. No, it's everybody has personal stuff. This crowd rotates around a little bit, but I do think of everybody, and it's nice when you do get a chance to stop by. I appreciate it. Take care of your family. That's what I suggest to everybody. Digging SoCal, thank you so much. Make sure that you go in there, and I haven't seen where you cashed in that gift card I sent you a little while back, so you better go make sure it's there, Bill. Just saying. Brian stopped in on Facebook. B. Higgles, Thirsty Thursday. Higgles has got one of the best submissions for tonight. We'll get to him somewhere. I think he's just after Randy, so we'll get Riddles first, and we'll probably go to a Higgles. Digging SoCal is one of the better channels for the metal detecting community. Bill does a great job. Love it. Okay, I'm going to push it to the bottom, because I can say hello all day long, and I don't think nobody really wants to listen to me say hello all day long. Relic Reaper Don, what's up, my brother? Nice to see you. Okay, I'm going to put a big pause on here. If you went, and we're just going to look. So let's drop this, do this, do this. On Monday night, I stated, and it holds true, by the time this stream is over today, I will give it till the very end. These 227, let me drop your comment off here so everybody can see, is at 491 subscribers. If we cannot muster up 9 subscribers for Uncle Dave's channel tonight, I'm going to be very disappointed. I also, once he hits 500 solid subscribers, and I can see that, I did offer up a gift card for the chat tonight for whoever's here. So a subscription gives you a chance to win if we get him to 500. I can't imagine that everybody's clicked that button that's in here. And if you all have, I appreciate and love you for it. But Uncle Dave, it would be huge to see his channel hit 500 subscribers. He finds some of the best jewelry, the coolest jewelry you'll ever see. Make sure we get there. I'm going to hit this refresh button. Doop. That says 494. When it hits 500, a few minutes later, we'll do a StreamYard giveaway tool for the end of the night tonight for a gift card. So we'll come back. I'll give it a chance to sit and marinate a little bit, but that is the deal. I'm glad he showed up, or I wouldn't have thought about it right away. What a nice crowd, Brian. Everybody, there's everybody that's in here, people that I enjoy talking to, so that's awesome. Let's see, I'm going a little faster to get to the bottom. I recommended a metal detecting YouTube channel to get with you to add subs. He has nearly 800 now. Listen, everybody that comes in here, we will do our best to help out and be good subscribers. Doesn't mean that everybody's going to like it or it's going to stick, but it's we've got a really good group here to help people out. Anybody that you want to recommend or send my way for any kind of help, please do. I am very easily reachable. Kenneth, welcome. Did I see your message above? I may have missed it, Silver. And it's hard for me to go backwards, so I will go forwards. If you want to put it in again, please, and tag me when you put it in so that way I can see it. And then that way I won't miss it a second time. I apologize. I'm going straight for the bottom here though. Yeah, Brian Riddles has got a great find on there that he's going to show off, and then you come in with a couple killer ones. That'll make for a good night. That's gonna happen tonight, Uncle Dave. I promise. Oh no. I see Angie getting warm in the chat. Worries me. All right, that does get us to the bottom. And yes, we are at the bottom. Let me find Silver Wishes. Didn't hear the channel. Where is that at? I have Unclaimed Giveaway. It's an Indian head penny and a 1901 horseshoe on your channel, Silver. We'll be sure to check that out. An unclaimed giveaway. Who does it belong to, or did you not give it away yet? How's that work? Keep tagging me or keep putting them through, and I'll keep bringing them up. Let's see. Where was I at? Get to the bottom. There's Mike, Metal Detecting North Carolina. Mike was kind enough to bless me with his newest challenge coin. Yes. I love that stuff. I got my display behind me that I put everything in, and Mike's challenge coins are one of my highlights in my display because they're very, very nice. They're super well made. Uncle Dave, everybody, nobody's as tech savvy. Your nephew's pretty much. He's there. Miss Jenna, nice to see you. Be sure you hang out for a little bit because you're involved in the next part of the conversation. So don't go anywhere. I know people want to stop in and say hello, and sometimes they bail, but just please don't. Got an announcement that's going to be next. Absolutely, Bill. I will the same address that I've been communicating with you. I'll send you one. That's awesome. I display poker chips and challenge coins, anything that is made. So I'm back to the bottom again, and let me make sure I didn't miss anything else. I think I got it. Okay. And sometimes you do have to forgive me. It's hard to keep up by myself. Oh, absolutely, Silver. Just wait. Once we pass Uncle Dave, we'll do that as well. Thank you so much. That is awesome. Silver Wishes has kicked in an Indian head penny and a horseshoe for a giveaway tonight. So be sure to hang out for that. So we are, regardless of what happens with Uncle Dave, which as I see it now is at 496 subscribers. We're going to have we'll have a couple giveaways tonight. So that makes the end of the night super fast. It's going to be quick. It's going to be good. 513, what's up, bro? Nice to see you. Back to the announcement. So, as you know, we did a submission giveaway and donated it all started with one donation, right? I donated that the Xterra Voyager, right? Well, what happened was is this community chipped in. We had 11 submissions that were entered. Uh, Actually, where there was 14, but 3 of them were for the same guy. Weird guy in the park. What up, bro? Good to see you. And what happened is, with all those submissions, I had to set up a way to vote, right? So that everybody could pick a winner. So I wanted everybody in here to pick how that detector was handed out. Well, in turn, what happened is Randy Riddle sent a pinpointer. Papa Rouse Bill sent a hand digger. Roger Dirt Devil Detecting sent in a fines bag. And then we thought everything was all well and good. And it was. Everything was perfect. We ran through the giveaway, but what it ended up happening is that we had later donation that came in, 2 of them actually. So we were able to bless Miss Torchy with a metal detector and a pinpointer. Uh, Everybody that donated, I'll repeat the group again. Everybody that was in the group, Mark the Senile Detectorist, Papa Rouse Bill, Roger Dirt Devil Detecting, Randy Riddle, and Expressions of the Outdoors pitched in. Everybody jumped together, and not only one person out of that deal got set up to start metal detecting, which was Xander, mainly Dirtfishing's grandson from Florida, who actually is picking up and learning the hobby, and now he has gear to take home with him. But we also got to help Torchy out, and Torchy is one of the nicer people in the community. Her submission was great, and it was excellent. But what everybody doesn't know is that even after the fact, even after those first 2 have all, I can officially say everything has been sent for those 2. Also today, one of the other submissions that they put in for had a metal detector sent his way as well. And the contributing group did such a nice job. So that is now not 1, not 2, but 3 people out of that 11 submissions has ended up with a metal detector. And the next part what's even better is that since that has happened, right now I have 2 more people that have said, "Hey, that's such a great idea and such a great thing to do. I want to donate one as well." So now I'm pretty sure I'm at 5 total, which means that I would only need 6 more. So what my goal has become for the year is that anybody that sent in a submission and comes to my chat randomly before the end of the year, I'm gonna make sure that everybody on that list, for the reason that they put in their submission, for whichever child or spouse or friend that could use one, I'm gonna make sure it happens, right? I'm gonna make sure that everybody on that list that took the time to do what I asked them to, which was just write out a heartfelt submission for somebody that was in need. And we're gonna make sure. I'm gonna make sure before the end of the year, before my Christmas giveaway in here, I'm gonna make sure that everybody on that list, if when I go through and give one away, whichever person that sent that submission is in the chat that day, I will have a little miniature race for that, and then that way it'll keep it kind of clean, and then that way it's not like we just pick, but everybody that's left will get one. I'm gonna, and if I don't do it, I'm gonna die trying. So there you go. Everybody that took the time to write me an email and spill their heart out for somebody that they care about or somebody that they know is deserving. Between me and the rest of this community, we're going to find a way to put them out there swinging a metal detector. And everybody that has donated thus far, every one of you are my friends. Every one of you are my brothers and sisters, because we've got a sister that's going to help out on one of them as well. And I appreciate it because it exemplifies what I represent, and that's trying to be a helpful human being and not always looking out for myself, but trying to help others. And I'm glad that you all have the same qualities. So there you go. That's going to happen. We're gonna start it up here really soon again. I will tell you when the next one is. It will probably be in the month of August, and it'll probably be either the second or third Thursday of the month that the next one is handed out. And look at that. Yeah. No worries. And that's just it. I'm not asking for any more help. The 5 or 6 people that have already helped, it's been great. And if somebody wants to, that's perfect as well. I appreciate it, but I would never. I'm not gonna sit here and concoct something and not follow through. So if you decide that you would like to do that, I can be as vocal about how your kindness as possible, or it can be anonymous. We've had people that prefer to stay anonymous, so it's whatever. As long as it gets done for those other 6 people. But that's awesome, right? Tell me that's not a cool thing. I didn't think it would happen this way, but it worked out to where we could do it for everybody, or at least we're going to be damn close. If we don't get there, I'll make it. I know I will. But that way, it just is. It's awesome all the way through. And I'm going to go back through, and anybody that donates from now on for the rest of the year, of any sort towards it, I'm going to make sure that person and their channel is listed in my description every week, and you guys can you can thank them accordingly. Back to today, though. Thank you all again. That was awesome. Anybody that wrote a submission, just come in and hang out. These Tube 27. Somebody post his link in chat. He is at 496. I want to make sure that we get that to 500. So there's only 4 more people that need to hook up with Uncle Dave. Take a few minutes and start watching his latest video from a day ago. It's 10 minutes of finding cool stuff. I don't mind if you bail out to go watch, but check out these Tube 27. Leave him a comment. Tell him I sent you. Tell Dave that I sent you. Make him have to answer you, because we're going to get him to 500 today. And that being said, and Silver Wishes is throwing in a giveaway tonight. So tonight's going to be cool no matter how long this takes us and goes. And we're going to get right down to business. And we're going to start off tonight with a submission from, let's see, with a submission from Riddles Relics. And I will get there first. And let's see, it's on the email. Yeah. So Randy's submission for tonight. Before I show you the pictures, I'm going to read you what he wrote. And sometimes context makes a picture even better, right? Here is my oldest and coolest find to date. I found an 1863 Charleston, South Carolina slave badge. Now I'm going to stop you right there. I have a set of, I don't want to call them permissions, but I have an area where the Underground Railroad runs that every time I get a chance to go out there, and I only get out there like once a year, but for historical purposes, slave tags and stuff like that, I would love to find. So I'm completely jealous of the find. They're just, it's just a great part of history. I mean, it's not a great time in history and what they represented, but it does represent our history, and it should be. It has that value to let us know where we came from, because you can't go forward unless you know where you've been, right? But anyway, this person had a job class of porter, which is the equivalent of a cargo loader, and unloaded for trains, buggies, and boats. So basically, concierge, valet type of guy or gal. The slaves were bought at only 2 ports in South Carolina, Charleston and Charleston Neck. One slaves were sold and registered to an individual plantation could rent out their slaves to smaller plantations that could not afford to buy. We donated the slave badge to the Charleston Museum in Charleston, South Carolina, where it is on display now. So, first and foremost, slave tags are can be very valuable. If you know Bill Ladd, um, originally had the Dig Fellas TV show back in the day. He found one of the early South Carolina slave tags that was almost priceless, and I can't remember his metal detecting back then was on videotape, right? So I can't remember the exact price of it, what it was worth, but it was very, very valuable. But without further ado, I'm going to go ahead and get this up here. And we're going to take a look at this tag. And so, yeah, it is a Porter tag, number 491. And it says 1863 at the bottom. It is just a cut square of copper. It says Charleston at the top. There's the size of it. What a really, really nice piece of history. There you go. There's Mr. Randy. That's a big smile on his face. That's a big tag. I seen him hold it like that. That is a big, big tag. I found cattle tag that were similar to that, and that's a big tag. But yeah, what a great find. I mean, everybody, if Randy, I don't remember seeing a video for that, so go over and check out Riddle's Relics if you want to see more. Feel free to post Randy's link in chat. Thanks, Adam. Love you too, bro. PA Dan, what's up, my brother? Nice to see you. Brian, I agree. You know, as negative as the world can be sometimes, you know, when you just get a group of people that focus on things like a hobby uh, and camaraderie and just being good people, and you gather together in the same place. Listen, it's way better than anything else, you know, that sometimes that you can see going on. Yeah, Wendy, I agree. There are some really, really good people here. And it's funny, the ones that aren't so good, they seem to find their way away from this chat. So that's even better in my mind. Because that's all I want is the good folks here. Let's see. Yeah, you're going to be ready to rock, Torchy, probably sometime next week. I know that both were set to be in the 20s of July, if I remember correctly. But I hope you enjoy. I hope it helps. It makes it nice that all of you can go out and detect together without somebody not being able to. I think it's awesome. Can't wait to see what you find. Roman with Ringo, welcome. Yeah, it's a lot of fun. You know, I've done this live stream most Thursdays. I've cut it back to like 40 a year, somewhere between 35 and 40 a year. I used to not miss. I went I think the first 3 years without missing a Thursday. I even got them on vacation. Now I take a few Thursdays off, but it's part of the favorite. It's one of my favorite things to do for the channel. Dave, you're welcome, brother. I'm going to flip back over and check that out one more time. See where we're at. 502. Share that screen. Bam, right there. 502. Watch this. Let's see. Give me just 30. Oh, I don't want to do it like that. Let's do this. Stop this. All right, we're going to go ahead and start working on that. And, ooh, I just about spilled my drink. What the heck? There we go. All right, you guys are going to have to be able to. And just because he passed 500, if you're not subbed, you ought to go do it anyway. Okay, here is going to come the giveaway Amazon gift card. All lowercase. There you go. And so since I put it in, here's the kicker, right? Since I put it in, here's the kicker. If it draws my name out on this, I'm just going to pick somebody in chat to give it to. I will give it to somebody. I'll pick somebody in chat to give it to. But make sure you get entered because I can draw it at any time. There we go. Come on, get those fired in there. Thank you, Johnny. I hadn't got that far in the chat yet. And you know what? Everybody's going to call him Uncle Dave. There you go. And back to your comment from earlier. If you decide you want to do something fun, hit me up. I will gladly help you do it. Gladly. Got to go out and spend one weekend with Dave. Him and his nephew Jesse. They brought us up to Michigan and showed us a great time. Me and Higgles and PK had an absolute blast up there with those guys. They know how to have fun, and we enjoyed it. It was all of us plus totally gnarly treasure and Juice. We had the best time up there. Wish we could put that trip back together and do it again. And Dave doesn't post very often, right? He is a digger for he's a real deal treasure hunter. He just posts every now and again for S's and G's. What is a great find? Oh, okay. I forgot I was talking about that. Randy, that is an excellent find, by the way. Slave tags are tough. But that one looks like, some of the ones that I've seen were made out of iron, so that's an even tougher find. Welcome, 14 Nicole Christopher. Saying hello to Amanda. But that's the type of history, right? That's the type of history that we want to pull out of the ground. It's very, very important to save it or it'll deteriorate and rot away. I know some states have crappy laws about digging, whatever the case may be. But, finding that stuff and preserving it is super important. Every piece that we can get. Greyhound Duo, welcome. I'm getting ready here just a second. Look at that. We need a few more to hit 1K in time for our 2-year anniversary giveaway. Somebody post county seat and let's blow them over the top tonight while we're here as well. Ain't nothing but a thing. While we're going to look at some pretty finds, to stop over and give County Seat a subscription, watch a video, because we've got a couple giveaways to do here in just a little bit. And I noticed that a lot of the people that submitted are in the chat tonight, so that's a good thing. But I'm just telling you folks to keep in mind that I'm going to try to do at least one a month until Christmas, and then that way we can get everybody a detector. I've got a couple more that are on the donation side that is coming through, so just make sure that you're here on those days, because if not, I go down the list to the next one. But you will not be left out, I promise. Yeah, Brian, listen, man, I'm just letting you know that you and I have had 3 pretty amazing trips together. I mean, if you want to add hanging out with the Gold Panners for a weekend too, that was a pretty awesome one. But you and I have had some really good vacations. I just got back from Torch with the 200th ring. Watch the video. There you go, bro. Hell yeah. And 14 Nicole Christopher, welcome. Hello. Hope you're doing well. It was the find of a lifetime for sure. We wanted to share with the world instead of letting it rot away in a safe or someone selling it. Absolutely. Shoot. I'll dig one out here in a little bit out of my chest back here. But I have a silver-plated officer's infantry button from the 1830s that has had the same treatment. It has gotten to sit and be viewed, but now it's back home again. Let's go. There is County Seat right there. Thank you, JSP. Get them to 1K. That 1K is huge. You know, Higgles says 12 to go, 10 to go. Most welcome. Mark, thank you for the $9.99 for shipping. But you just took care of one of the shippings not just that long ago. So anyway, I appreciate you, brother. You know I'll put it right towards it. If it doesn't go towards shipping, it's going to go towards a detector. That's just how I'm going to do this to get it done until it's done, right? All right. With that being said, going to bring up the next one. Also, oh, you guys are awesome. Have been nothing but kind to this whole community ever. Anything we can do to help or I can do to help, I'm glad to. Ken and T, if you don't know the folks from County Seat, they are very, very kind, special people that love to magnet fish. Please stop by. It's another worthy subscription for sure. Some of the things that you'll click that subscribe button for, these creators in here put forth a lot of their heart into it. So feel free to stop by. Let me see. Where's this at? Brian, where'd you post it? The next one, since Brian's been so helpful in chat today, we're going to go through and we're going to check out some stuff. Oh, Brian says that, just so you guys know, this is from Higgles, that his next video is going to be his oldest find. So keep that in mind. His next video is going to be his oldest find. However, we can do the 1767. I'll read through and then I'll start posting pictures. Here's the 1767, including location found. 3 treatments of lemon juice to get it clean. A jewelry, let's call it a jewelry shop or manufacturer on the island called Cheney Chicks. did the mount. If you want to see that as well. And I'm going to bring these up and we're going to look at Brian's find. Thin, thin, thin. Crusty, crusty, crusty. Oh, a little bit cleaner. You can see the silver in there. What a beautiful coin. That is the top of Halftime Hill right there. When we went to St. Croix, we got to go out to this place, and it was hot and it was dry. The ground was rough. There was nothing forgiving. It just looks like it's low-lying grass, but everything would poke you right through your tennis shoe if you weren't careful. So this was tough digging. Nothing had sunk very far on this hill, but there were so many good finds on this hill. There's the mount that they made at Cheney Chicks for that, and they wrapped it up. I love my bezel that holds my $50, but that is awesome. That looks like pirate treasure through and through. Another beautiful photo of how the mount holds the coin in place. I don't know what I'm at now. Oh, there we go. There is Brian buying gifts for everybody else at Cheney Chicks, wearing that beautiful necklace. And there is the coin fully cleaned, I believe. And there you go. Brian's submission, old silver. Yeah, I wish I could find at the island. The stuff you find at the island, they make into jewelry for you. Absolutely. Keeping that in mind. I'm going to look up to see what's next because we're going to kind of keep rolling through. At the StreamYard giveaway tool, hashtag TheseTube27. We got 33 entries for a gift card. Kind of hit that up. Let's get a few more in there. Some of you have not entered yet, and you need to. I want everybody to have an opportunity to celebrate Uncle Dave hitting 500 subscribers today. Let's see what's next. Let's see. Oh, yeah. So the next one is our good friend, Mr. Gene Wooten, another one of the Monday Diggers, has truly a historic find of a lifetime. He is sad that he could not come in tonight, but wanted to share again. Also, after I share that, I will post the link. Gene, as we all know, lives on the island of St. Croix, and if you don't know where that is, it is in the South Caribbean Sea, probably closer to Venezuela and South America than it technically is to the United States. I will read his post from today. I feel bad that I can't be there, but my oldest believed find is a silver that we dug in our first year of detecting back in 2020. It is a small monolith from Tiwanaku. We took it to a local jeweler, and he said he could not give me the exact date, but he knew it was very, very old and made of pure silver. It has no markings. It is pretty cool. First thing I will tell you about that find is that once he showed it to me and I got the pictures of it, I started doing research, and it is First of all, it is solid and it is heavy. Probably has more silver value than you can shake a stick at, but it's from Central South America. Probably, probably that's where the silver came from. So it might have came from an Incan tribe back in the day. So you're talking anywhere from 1,000 to 2,000 years old. The way it was carved, absolutely stunning and beautiful. And without further ado, there is Gene's, oops, silver statue. The detail that went into the pants, it's got different symbols almost on everything. Uh, Truly, it's a museum piece, and truly, it's a piece of history. Literally, I can tell you that it is probably priceless, because a I read about, when Gene brought this up to me. I read about the tribes that got on their canoes, and they got into the water, and they made it to these islands. And just think of how important to those people it must have been when you're trying to travel light, and you're trying to travel to take a piece of heavy, I'm going to say religious, uh, a religious monolith, to so that you had it. It was a possession. Obviously, it had value if they were to take it out on an expedition. So, just to think of the situation that had to occur to get that there, and plus it being pure silver. I know that back then they don't know what the value of that, but when you pull out a very shiny metal that's very malleable out of the earth, silver and gold. They coveted that as beautiful, and they used it for their hierarchy. So something of that size had to be religious in nature, and just to see a piece of modern world art like that needs to be, uh, really, really, if the right person found it, I mean, I bet it's worth 10 grand. I bet you. But yeah, with that being said, that is from We Dig It. Uh Let me do this. Let me do this. And you don't mind for a second or two today. There's young Gene talking away. I'm just gonna fast forward until I find it. Look at that. Oh, nope, that's not it. Oh, it is it. There it is. And young Gene is now a college student. He goes to college here in the States, and he looks so different. 5 years and a kid that age, look at that. With that thing cleaned up, look at how that bad boy looks. Yeah, and those there you go, 200 BC to 2000 AD. Anyway, I wanted to show a little bit of that video because that goes back to the beginning of We Dig It, and I hope you guys enjoyed it. We have 36 entries. There's 43 in chat. Let's go. Let's see if we can get just a few more. Ezra got to meet Gene and the boys a few years ago. They were just back up your way recently. They made it up there to at Mainly's. He had the event at the fairgrounds this last weekend, I believe. Yeah, bro, that is cool. If you want to send that to uh, if you want to send that to me in Facebook, I'll send that over to him. And if they want to, maybe they can use it for some more research because I only have limited research capabilities. Brian is still on the countdown for county seat 7 till 1,000. Let's go. Holy smokes. It's a gnarly sighting. I remember these 227 before he was famous. It's your uncle, homie. You should remember him. And good to see you, Jess. Everybody say hello to Totally Gnarly Treasure. Let him know that he is missed. Please and thank you. Let's go. Let's go. Getting them county seats closing in on 1K. Everybody, I'm going to post it one more time. Hashtag TheseTube27 as we're celebrating Dave hitting 500 subscribers. So make sure you put that in the chat if you're sitting here right now. Make sure you get it put in. Thank you, bro. Anything to help somebody, all right, Mr. Lodak? Got to help out. Let's go. Make sure you get it put in there. I got 37 entries. If I get to 40, I'll pull it. But that means that there's 10 in here right now that haven't touched it. So let's get it to at least 40, and then we will draw it. We need to get it up to 40. I got 37 in there right now. These tube 27, there it is right there. If I get it to 40, since we just passed 10 o'clock, it's draw time. Also, keep in mind that the next drawing after this, there will be one right after this as well. We've got 38. Is everybody in here signed up? Ferris says, I need to create 999 YouTube channels to get me to 1K sub. You'd be surprised, bro. We're getting there. Hashtag TheseTube27. Amazon loves you guys. Let's go. There's 40 right there. Getting ready to draw it off. At 10:03, we will pull the trigger on this. It is like this. You have exactly a minute. If you're not here within a minute, I'm going to redraw. If you don't claim your prize within a minute, I redraw it. I got to get my timer ready, and then we'll draw this bad boy. There it is. All right. at 10:03, we're going to draw the These Tube 27 500 subscriber giveaway, which will be an Amazon gift card. Once we get it figured out, you'll just have to send me an email from your preferred Amazon address, and I will send you a gift card. Easy as that. All right. We're getting ready to draw it. Anybody else? Anybody? All right, here we go. Good luck, everybody. Thank you guys for hanging out. Congratulate Dave for 500 subscribers. Here we go. If I win, I'm picking. Ooh. Wendy. I know Wendy's still hanging out in the chat, but I'm hitting the timer anyway. Wendy. Come on, Wendy. There she is, right there. Only took a grand total of 21 seconds to get in there. Wendy, my email address is scrolling across the top of the screen. Please send your preferred email address that you use for Amazon. I don't know if it's yours or Adam's, however you want to do it. I don't mind. Just send me an email from that address saying that that's the one you use, and I will plug it into Amazon and send you a digital gift card. And congratulations. Thank you for stopping in tonight. Thank you for supporting Uncle Dave over at These Two 27. And we will move on. Dude, that was awesome. Let's go right here. Okay, so I'm going to get the last giveaway of the day ready to go. And we'll work on it right now. And it is from here we go. We'll get this one brought up and fire it in the hole. Hashtag Silver Wishes. And she decided to donate, I think it was a 1901 Indian head penny and an old horseshoe. So there you go. If you would like to be in the running for that, get those put in. Like I said, if we get to 40, there it is. 1901 Indian head penny in a vintage case. If you were interested, feel free. If we get to 40, we'll draw it. So once we get there, it'll be the same process. But in the meantime, I want to get in here to a few of them, and we're going to go through these others. Jeff from Dropped and Forgotten has said, here's a button I dug at the Pro-Am show me hunt. Unseated in eastern Missouri this year. I was told it's around 1700s, but I'm not an expert on this. It is a tomback button, so you're talking late 1700s, maybe as early 1800s. Let's get this brought up on the screen so we can see this tomback button. I got a couple of these, and I love when I find them. Jaron, thank you for the message. I will make sure that goes to the spot. Things as simple as a tomback button are really nice. When you see the back, there you go. The shank is rotted off. Super, super nice. This is from Jeff from Dropped and Forgotten. Dropped and Forgotten is on Monday Digs. He is one of our regulars, just come back off of a short hiatus of vacation. And is this here is the video of finding it. Oh, never mind. Anyway, there you go. Dropped and forgotten with the Tom back button. Yeah, I don't know what happened there. Let's see. Next on the list, Adam from Indiana and Earth, since Wendy just got the dub. Here is his Mexican 1 real. And I never found a 1 real. I got a half, but they are so cool coins. Share screen. And there is his 1 real. The Mexico silver 1 reals were minted throughout the 700s under Spanish rule. Struck in high purity silver, these coins often feature pillars or shield designs and were widely used in colonial trade. Each reals carried the weight of Spain's global power and became a true piece of early world commerce. The reals, a lot of the Spanish coins are widely considered as mostly pirate treasure. There are so many of these ships that had these coins on there that were lost at sea in that time frame, primarily due to, I would assume, weight and volatile conditions in the Caribbean, all the way across into the south, the central Atlantic Ocean to the northern shores of Africa. I think carrying all that treasure, it was a big part of the reason why these ships wrecked, right? You go over with one certain weight, you come back with another. It's a little different, and maneuvering it, it's like trying to turn a semi or trying to turn a S10 pickup truck. I also saw an article today that basically stated that two men that they think has found one of the biggest lost treasure ships off the coast of Morocco. And I'm going to read that article tonight. It might be something that we talk about next time. But congratulations, Adam. It is a great find. I loved it the first time you showed it. I still love it. All right. As we're cruising on here, what is next? Our good friend Cal, Adventure to Low. I found a gold ring while magnet fishing. It got pinned to the magnet by a metal rivet. Talk about a 1 in a million shot. The key attached to the ring goes to a late 1920s, early 1920s Ford. The manufacturer key was out of business in the 1930s. This is how he found it. Tell me that ain't. I saw the video, but tell me that ain't nuts. Tell me that ain't just a way to find gold right there. Because the last thing you think you're going to find while magnet fishing is gold. Because gold, as we know, does not stick to magnets. But yeah, so there you go. And that is Cal Adventure to Low. He is a pretty consistent member of Monday Digs. Very, very good creator that could use a few hours. If you have time, watch a Venture to Low playlist. Helping our family get a few hours is good. If you can do that, that would be amazing. Next on the list today is our good buddy, Show Me Treasure. And here we go. He's got a lot to show us here. But a Union breastplate, shell fragments, round balls, and one with still intact on the Barris bullets. Let's get that brought up. Show me treasure right there. The breastplate is beat to crap, and that's a shame, but it's an amazing piece of history. Love the fragments right there. Then the three ringers are plentiful. That is a crazy bullet right there. Reminds me of a muzzle loader bullet, the old ones. Yeah, lead is, you know what? When we were on St. Croix, Brian and will attest that lead gives you some of the most solid signals that you can ever hear. Yeah, sharps probably. Um, but yeah, lead is always sounds so solid. Mr. Lodak, just $180 on a 20-cent spin. Right on, bro. Like winning the lottery. That's a great profit margin there. But you know what? As everybody knows, Civil War history and U.S. Army history is two of my favorite things to find. Chris, one of my favorite people in the chat. So straight up, there you go. That's another awesome set of finds. That's a hell of a couple days or a day right there. That's being in the right place at the right time. But yeah, that I'm telling you, the lead sounds so good, and those big ones are just such a solid signal that how can you skip? You can't skip it. You just couldn't. And we are going to we got one more submission here, and then I will check the rest of them. But this one comes from our friend Steven. Steven's one-handed jewelry. And this one is, I found my first ever 1797 KG3 using a Nocta Simplex a few years ago in Albion, Michigan, which was settled in the 1830s, possibly a settler passing through. It was a fur trading post. I guarantee you that's the reason why there's a KG there. Ironically, and I'll show his first, but that is a great find. Let me get this brought up here. And there you go, the one side. Wow, looks different to me. Why does that look different to me? Would you say what year it was? Hang on. 1797 KG3. It looks strange for some reason. But it's a great looking coin. Golly. It took a lot. But yeah, so Steven Stark, Steven's one-handed jewelry. I know I butchered that just a little bit because he changed his YouTube handle so that it represents what he does. But what a great picture. What a great find. I don't know if Steve's still here or not, but thank you for submitting. Sometimes it takes me a little while. I knew I was going to run late tonight, so that's all things considered. I don't know that it's counterfeit, Adam. It just looks different because that's the point that I was getting ready to make is that it looks different than my KG3. And my KG3, thank you, Steven. My KG3 looks different. Mine's a few years older, and mine's maybe a little bit more worn, but it just looks different to me. Because on mine, I can see, like here, I'm going to show mine here in a second. It the outer rim looks different to me. So I don't know if there's a slightly different variation. I don't know that much about British currency. Uh, I'm not sure. It looks different though. And that's what. Let me. I'm just going to drop this down here for a second. I gotta, because it might be Marty. You're right. It does look like that. Let me find one the right year. Nice pickup. It's it's a yeah. So Steve, I think he's right. I think it's this coin right here. I just don't see it in 1793 yet. There's yours. I think it. I mean, it's still a KG3 and it's still 1797. I think this is the variation though. And I'll tell you why here in just a second. I'm pretty sure that it is a, a this variation because mine is a little bit older of a KG3. It's a half penny, and my half penny does not have the raised outer rim. As you can see, the head on mine. That's about all you can see clearly, but it doesn't have the raised outer rim. So that's why I think that that's a cartwheel penny. A KG3 1793 cartwheel penny. Steve, you can make sure, and I'm not trying to. It's not the same one that I'm looking at, and that's the reason why I was curious. But I think Marty's right. You are. It is a cartwheel penny. Okay, good, because I was sitting there looking at it, and it didn't look like the standard KG3 that I'm used to looking at. Not being confrontational, just want to make sure it's right. But Marty, nice catch, because I think you're exactly right. Bart Cubbins, welcome. Hashtag silver wishes, please and thank you. But yeah, so out of that trip to New York that we were talking about, that KG3 came about. And then the other first that I got on that trip that I hadn't had a chance to really, I don't even know if I ever put it in the video or not, but my first dandy button, and she was huge. I thought I'd found something. I wasn't sure what I found. But that was my first dandy button that came from that trip. And we're talking all in the late 1700s, early 1800s. I have a Tomback button from that trip as well. It's a small one. We had a really good time in New York. But anyway, Stephen, thank you for sharing. What a great night showing a bunch of old finds. Yeah, that's awesome. The cartwheel penny is a very sought after coin, so that's amazing. Thanks, Stephen, for sharing that. It's totally awesome. And I'm going to go through and check. If I win, give it to Chris. Great seeing everyone. Got you, Brian. Thank you for hanging out tonight. I know it's not your MO to hang out in live streams, and I appreciate you being here. Thank you for the submission, and most importantly, thank you for your friendship. Yeah, Joe, that's it. Old finds preserve history, no doubt about it, and that should be a goal of everybody's. So that's all of them that I have there. Let me make sure I don't have any more. Got that. Thank you guys for sending me those messages. Oh, wait a second. Let me read. Oh my gosh. We got one more. Teresa, that's awesome. Okay, Trevor, I did see it. Hang on a second. We're going to swing over really quick to Ken and T, who were cruising for 1K tonight, getting super close. Got you, Randy. And here we go. And Ken and T, this one's the one that came over. I'm going to read what she wrote to some degree. This isn't from detecting, but one of our oldest magnet fishing finds. Oh, that's not what I thought that meant to begin with, Teresa, but that's another story. Other than the grape shot cannonballs and caltrops from the Civil War, this is an 1880s made in Ohio 2-foot wide school bell. And I've seen these exactly like this that are marked from Ohio. On the yoke with a huge clapper. Oh my gosh. This took both of us and our biggest magnets to take, stopping little by little. Then Ken rolled it to where we tied ropes to our hitch up a steep let's just say it took him a long time to get out. Over 150 pounds. Also, for the first Thursday in August, Mr. Lodak donated 5 memberships. Brother, I appreciate that. Thank you very, very much. All right. Without further ado, this is the bell that Ken and T found. You know what I was thinking, don't you, Teresa? You know. All right. Ellsworth Carl, what's up? And look at this bad boy that they pulled out. That is huge. I have seen those bells before. I imagine that was a trip making those. That thing is ginormous. All right. Phone's blowing up here. I think that was a school bell. That is sweet. My biggest bell is as big as my hand. All right, let me catch up and finish up here. I want to get through all of the submissions today. I don't ever make it through all of them. I want to make it through all of them today. Got you. Okay, you're done. Thank you. Trevor has 513 Diggs has added a silver engraved ring. Wow, that is old. Um, it reminds me of the napkin holder that I found. Wait a minute. There you go. Stamped 925. That is awesome. Ken and T, did you guys make it to 1K? Did you make it to 1K? Also, we're getting close to the last giveaway of the day, and it is right there. Hashtag Silver Wishes. That is a beautiful ring. Let me get back and make sure I'm not missing anything else. Let's see. I think that is the last submission. If anybody else has a submission that I have not seen, please make sure you text in here before I do this giveaway and close this down. All right. That being said, anybody that has not went over to Ken and T County Seat Adventures, who is right there, somebody post that link. Let's see if we can get them 5 more subs before we draw this. I'm ready to draw it. Hi-oh, Silver. Everybody, please thank Silver Wishes for the donation tonight for this giveaway. That is an awesome thing to do, and I greatly appreciate that. We are at exactly 40. Mr. Lodak dropped 5 more memberships for Members Night this month. If you are gifted one of those memberships, I would love it if you would consider making it a full-time thing. The low end is 99 cents a month, and you are eligible for a gift card at least once a month. The high end is $5.99. I also, anybody that is at that level, anything that you want to know about YouTube, personal time spent, if you're working on any of this stuff, I have a lot of knowledge to help. Also, it's a lot easier to win gift cards when there's only 8 or 9 of you. But all right, I don't think I have any more submissions. I want to see, let's see, before I do that. Is that it right there? Oh. Nope, that's not it. Where is county seat? There it is. Thank you, Torchy. I saw where you posted it. 995 subscribers. Can we get 5 more over there to county seat tonight? Giveaways drawn up. We've got 40. It's ready to rock. Can we get 5 more for Ken and T? Can somebody else click on this link and help them out today? That would make me happy. They're so close. 995, man. That is telling you. 997. 3 more. It is 10:31. It is right about time to draw this out. So come on, let's go. One last push. 997. County seat adventures. Thank you, Silver. Anybody else that has helped them out today? Much appreciated. Is there 3 more in the house? $9.99. I just need 1. 1. Hit 1 more. $9.99. for those of you that have entered in the last giveaway today. And they are awesome, Angie. $9.99. $1K. There you go. I'll show that real quick. I want to see it. Let everybody see it. There we go. $1K for Ken and T. Right here it is. Smack dab in the middle of my screen. $1K. Ken and Teresa are great people. Love it, love it, love it. There you go. And with that being said, whoever wins the next giveaway, first of all, you need to type in chat within a minute, and then after, because some people have come and some people have gone. If nobody claims within a minute, then I will respin it, and you will have to contact Silver Wishes. Let's get that brought up on the screen. And this will be where we conclude our day today. I'm so grateful that we got out all the information that I wanted to for once. Thank you all for hanging out. I'm not going to go through everything that we talked about, but everybody's much appreciated. PK sneaking in at the end. Welcome, sir. We're getting ready to draw the last giveaway of the day. If you would like to enter, you have about 30 seconds. Hashtag Silver Wishes. Thank you, Torchy. Much appreciated. DK and PK. Everybody saying hello to Ken. If anybody else wants to enter, it's hashtag Silver Wishes. Right there. MaryLovesShadow@gmail.com. You have 60 seconds to claim after I draw it and call your name. Let me get my clock ready to go. Oh, I will be, after this is over, I've got one more thing. Well, it's going to be kind of hard because he sent it via text message. Let's see if there's anything I want. I will save it and put it on the computer and show it for next week, Roger, because that will take me a little time to get it right. Hashtag Silver Wishes. Here we go. Let me get my timer back up here because my phone has gone absolutely apeshit today. Whoops, sorry. Here we go. Silver Wishes. Thank you very much. Beautiful cased Indian head penny. 1901. Let's go. Who's it gonna be? Who's it gonna be? It's gonna be me. No, it's Papa Rouse Bill. Bill, you have 1 minute starting now. I would play the Jeopardy music. I know, I gotta grab the soap. I'm really good about controlling my mouth in here. I always have been. Oh, there he is. Gosh dang it. I almost missed it. Papa Rouse, what is in the dirt is the winner. Papa Rouse, and I had to click on you, and I lost Silver Wish's email address. Silver Wishes, put your email address up one more time for Bill. That way I know he gets it. There it is. MaryLovesShadow@gmail.com. There you go. Right there. Papa Rouse, congratulations. Also, everybody, Bill was one of the first people to step up for during the detector giveaway to add in a hand digger. Nobody you know what? Nobody was asked. These people that stepped up and donated to help out did it out of the goodness of their heart and wanted to be part of helping somebody else. So everybody's name that I mentioned that I'm going to be putting into the description as we go forward, thank you all very much. I think the world of all of you. You guys have been fantastic to hang out with in here. Every single one of you that has donated has been a great friend to me. I appreciate it. Silver Wishes, thank you so much for the donation tonight to help the stream go a little better, a little longer. And we got through a lot of great old finds. Everybody had a good time tonight. No BS in here. I absolutely love it. Angie, love you. You guys are awesome. I'm going to close this thing down. I haven't gone an hour and 40 minutes, and I don't know how long since the last time I had a big giveaway. So a lot of fun. Monday is going to be special as far as all the content goes. I do not know that I will be part of that on this week, but we'll see. Rachel, good to see you, dear. Hopefully you're okay. Everybody, Jersey Ray Diggs is needing hours on hers as well. Run a playlist if you can. But much love to everybody. Congratulations to the winners. And look forward to the second or third Thursday of next month, because somebody else on my list for submissions is going to be handed another metal detector. Can't wait to see who gets the next one. And then I can't wait to finish filling out that list and putting detectors in everybody's hands. Love you guys. You guys are the best. I will see you on #MondayDigs.